Hey, it's me, Tina V, and welcome to the Tina V Show. I am super excited to have with me today my good friend and fashion guru, Gigi McMillan, Chief Creator Director of Kamisal Style Consultancy, Inc., and founder of Purple Runway, an organization in support of ending domestic violence and so much more. So sit back, get your chill on, because we'll return. We're going to find out more about this amazing woman, sister powerhouse in the world of fashion. We'll be right back. Get up on your feet. Hey, we're back with Gigi McMillan of Kamisal Style Consultancy. Welcome, Gigi, and my friend. Oh my God, it's so good to have you here.
It's so good to be here. How are you?
You have a lot going on, and I'm so excited for you. I'm here to celebrate with you. But I mean, you have a lot going on. I just said that, but I'm gonna say it again because you are a powerhouse. Talk to us a little bit about Gigi. We want to know about Gigi. How did you get all of this energy and get started in all of this stuff?
Oh wow, I guess because I'm an Aries. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Well, you know what? It probably is because I'm an Aries too.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop. So,
yes, we have a lot of energy and we love to take on various challenges.
Yeah,
and
we do.
Growing and continuing to grow with our passion. So when you're passionate about something, it doesn't seem like it's a lot. I mean, it can be pressure, but it doesn't seem like it's a lot. But definitely. So we are definitely moving into the branding realm of growing the business. We are working with small business owners, like dentists and some doctors and designers and real estate agents that we're setting up to basically surround out their brand and get them some public commercials that they can put on their websites and things like that.
That's awesome.
Keep their content marketing going.
Okay, so Kamisal. Talk to me about Kamisal.
Yes.
Who is she? What is she?
Oh my goodness.
Is that your baby?
Kamisal is my baby. It's birthed from my passion. So Kamisal started back in 2007.
Okay.
And we were an accessory and handbag business. And after a while, I knew that I loved handbags, and I would buy one here or one there of an item from all around the world. Oh, awesome. And once that got going, we were doing home parties with ladies. We called it Sip, See, and Buy. Oh, wow. And had some fun in the homes and had some very quality bags. And then the ultimate goal was for us to definitely move on to image consulting. So being a personal stylist, I went to school. I graduated at the top of my class for fashion merchandising.
Congratulations.
And thank you. So I went back on an accelerated course because I knew I wanted to start that part of the business of fashion. And we work with some clients to help personal style them. But I realized that one-on-one, you know, as you start walking your journey into your business, that one-on-one journey, you're like, I can't get to enough people. So you have to learn how to expand your opportunities while helping the same amount of people. So currently we're developing a virtual style program. Awesome. That is in the making. I am super excited. Oh my gosh, that's going
to make your world and your life so much easier for one, but you'll be able to reach so many more people.
Yes, so many more people at one time. And it's a learn at your pace program. So we have 17 different modules, and it's talking about personal style from the inside out. Wow. So by the time when we start, we're going to take you through the journey of finding out who you are, your lifestyle, what you want to do, and how you want to live. What is that change that came into your life that really wanted you to tap in on your personal style? But then also, by the time we finish, that inside is going to match that outside to be able to curate a perfect you, whatever that looks like for anyone.
Yeah, absolutely,
definitely.
Absolutely. Well, that's awesome. I mean, when you say Kamisal, how did you come up with the name? I think it's so unique, and it's so you.
Thank you. Well, Kamisal, I kind of played with the spelling a little bit because my son's name is Cameron. Oh. And it's K-A-M.
Okay.
E-R-O-N. And then understanding the essence of who we are. Back in the 1800s, camisals were worn by men in armor. So it was an extra layer that was put under their clothing before they went out to the world.
Yeah.
And they had to fight, and so it was a protection that while they were exposing themselves to fighting in war. But over the years, camisoles have turned into more of an intimate for a woman.
Okay.
And we have all shapes, sizes, and all that. And we love it, and it makes us feel wonderful and beautiful. Does. So with camisole is the internal, external style. So with that internal, when you put your camisole under your clothes, and every day you go out, no matter what you're facing and what you're doing, you have your armor on the inside, and you resonate that to everyone that you are able to touch and bless the next day. But what is really being exposed during that time every day once you curate your wardrobe is not necessarily the clothes, because the woman or the person makes the clothes. It's the confidence that you're resonating from the inside out.
I hear
Definitely.
you. I hear you. So with camisole, and that's great, I'm serious, because it's all about the complete person.
Yes.
So you work with models. With camisole, how can somebody contact you? I don't even know if you're looking for models or anything like that.
Well, we definitely do editorial photo shooting. We work with individuals at this point. We were working with models and developing models out. At this point, we're working to take those models to the next layer, to the journey into branding. So if it's their passion to be in front of the camera and do it for a business, then how can we position them to get them there? What are the tools that they need to be able to present themselves in the right way, in the right light, with the right brand attached to them? And definitely, if it makes sense to work with camisole, because
absolutely.
This definitely, we want to make sure it's a two-way street. I can help you as the customer, and you're going to let us know what you need to bring your vision to life. So we work with individuals, models, as I said, entrepreneurs who want to brand their look for their business, their visual appearance.
Right.
So that's very important too.
Yes,
so
it really is.
Various different ways that we're working with small businesses to help them leverage themselves into this technology that's taking over. So we have to create our own identity. What they used to call reputation, now they call brand. All of us we all have a brand. It's just how we're going to represent ourselves and package it.
That's awesome. Well, tell you what, we're gonna come right back. Guys, we're gonna come right back more with Gigi, but she has an awesome story, and I definitely want you to touch on Purple Runway when we come back. Stay tuned, don't go away.
When I look in the mirror,
do I like what I see?
Yes. I like my teeth, and I like my tongue. I like my nose. I like my ears.
And my eyes.
And I like my face. Me gusta todo.
I see a perfect reflection of me.
And I wouldn't change a single thing. Because I am enough.
Hi, welcome back to the Tina V Show. We're here with Gigi McMillan. Oh my gosh, you are absolutely fabulous. But I also know that you have yet another organization program, Purple Runway, which I absolutely love, because you're touching dearly, because we're both survivors. Talk to us a little bit about Purple Runway, how it became, and all that good stuff.
Well, Purple Runway, we're working on our third year, 2017, for Purple Runway, and it's grown expediently since we began. The first year we were partnered with a couple of national organizations, and from there it's grown. Last year we worked with Saks Fifth Avenue and Mercedes-Benz and the First Salon on raising awareness about domestic violence, because it's something that people do not want to talk about, although it touched every community, no matter what your income level, ethnicity, or what have you. It's an epidemic that we're actually facing in this country. So the goal is to raise awareness when survivors like you and I can get together and say, we made it through, and we know that we can help someone else to make it through, and giving them that strength, all without pushing. That's very important, to understand where they are and the help that they need. Currently, we're still working with Change in Action. And as a domestic violence survivor, it started with me because I was with my mom and dad. My mom and dad have been together forever. After I had my first child, that's when right before that's when the domestic violence started. So one thing, I knew that I had a strong core and a strong family, and finally when I was willing to admit it to myself, I took a plane from Denver, Colorado, thanks to my mom and dad who've always been there for me, here to Washington, D.C. With the baby. So I packed my bag, I put a little bit of clothes in the bottom of the diaper bag, and I headed to the airport, never to look back again. However, one thing that I remember is I repeated the same behaviors when I got here. So, you know, the stories like you can run from certain situations, but you can't run from yourself. So I had to find out who I am. I had to find the Kamisal within, so to say.
So that's how the purple runway.
And that's how everything, the purple runway just bloomed into what it was, is because we are looking to give back. And when we give back and we can tell our story and we can feel confident in our story, then we are able to help other people at that point.
Absolutely. But I want you, because I know your heart, if you could take maybe 10 seconds, if you could look into that camera over there and just give some encouraging words to other people, that individuals that's going through what we went through.
Right. If you are in a domestic violence situation, there's plenty of help out here in the Washington, D.C. area. But definitely through Purple Runway, we're working with a great organization that's called Change in Action. And it works within the community and works with families to help anyone individually or collectively with the family to get the word out and support to make the change that we need. So please contact Jessica. She's always there to help. At Change in Action, and we will definitely provide you the information. We're survivors. We know that we can help you survive as well. Take care.
Awesome, and thank you again, sweetheart, for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, guess what? We're going to be back with Health and Wealth with Dave Delevante of Delevante Health Enterprises. When we return, stay tuned. To find out your true health, check our free health assessment at tinav.usana.com. Hey, we're back with Dave Delevante of Delevante Health Enterprises. Welcome, Dave.
Thank you for having me. I
Came back and hanging out with us, getting us healed and all that stuff.
Great to be on with Tina V.
Yeah, well, you know what? I know that I'm going to talk a little bit more about some product that you use that I would love to hear more about. But I know you are going to talk to us about cholesterol today.
Yes.
So talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, the main thing is cholesterol 50, 60 years ago is when they discovered it and they said, oh, cholesterol is bad, right? Then they say, well, wait a minute now, 20 years later they say, well, there's LDL, HDL, maybe it's just the LDL that's bad.
Okay, LDL.
And LDL, HDL, think of healthy and lethal. That's how I remember them, okay? HDL is healthy, LDL is lethal. At least that's what they thought. Now what they're realizing is, though, even your LDL has functions in your body. It's actually good for you. It actually helps carry the HDL around your body. It's good for the cell lining membranes and things like that. So in fact, without it, you would die. Okay, so you need it in your body. What makes it dangerous is if it's oxidized, so if it's sticky. So if you hear, you hear about people having a stroke or they have a heart attack, it's their cholesterol sticks, right? If it doesn't stick, it's not that dangerous. So I would question, and again, I'm not a doctor, I can't give medical advice, but I would question sometimes the use of statin drugs like the Zocors and the Lipitors and things like that.
Those are scary. I mean, the side effects alone, I have no filter when it comes to it. I'm like, stay away from pharmaceuticals. I don't care. Stay away from it,
My motto is at least do the least invasive thing first. So if you can do it nutritionally instead, or do it with supplement. In my case, I do it with supplementation. I use very potent antioxidants that keep the cholesterol from sticking. And if you really want to know whether or not you have a serious risk of heart disease, well, next time you go to the doctor, check it's called homocysteine. It's HOMOCYSTEINE.
Well, you're going to have to text me that, right?
So check that number. And if you tell a doctor, check that next time you do my blood work. They'll kind of look at you funny, like, how'd you know that? But just have them do it. It's part of a normal blood test. As long as that number is below 6.5, that's really the only true indicator of whether or not you have a risk for heart disease. And the other thing is, look at the ads on TV for all the cholesterol meds. First of all, obviously it has that horrific list of all the different terrible things it's going to potentially do to you.
I don't get that. I really don't. I really don't.
But it also, here's the kicker. At the very bottom it says, does not reduce the risk of heart disease or heart attack. So tell me why we're taking this stuff.
I don't know. I don't know. And this is a very sensitive topic for me because I lost my mom to heart disease and, you know, with her arteries and things, and it was the cholesterol buildup, but it happened like overnight. What can we do to, you know, I mean, is there a way of knowing what's being built up? Again, I guess it's the supplements and things, or?
Check your homocysteine level. That's the best thing you can do to make sure you're not in a dangerous range or whatever. And keep in mind, some people eat a low-fat diet thinking, oh, I won't have steak or I won't have saturated fats because that's going to raise my cholesterol.
Right.
It's sugar. Remember on the last episode I was talking about sugar, right?
Okay.
Well, sugar is actually what affects your cholesterol more than fat. And the
Oh,
reason
no.
is, I know, that we're chasing the wrong rabbit, basically.
Wow.
What happens is your blood sugar, all of the hormones in your body are created, most of them by your liver, and it's done through cholesterol. Cholesterol is the building block. So your liver produces more cholesterol than you could ever intake. So the amount of fat you intake doesn't affect your cholesterol as much as the sugars, which affect your hormones, which make your liver produce more cholesterol.
So let me just ask you this real quick while we're on this whole fat and sugar thing. What's the myth about cholesterol? I mean, is it seriously all about pork? Because I'm serious. I had a whole family that says, no, stay away from the pork.
It's not. It's much less. As I said, your body will produce more cholesterol than you could ever eat. It produces it naturally as a building block of your hormones. So if your insulin is going up and down, in other words, your blood sugars are out of whack, you're getting insulin resistant, your body has to pump out more hormones. Therefore, your liver says, we need more cholesterol. That's the building block, and it throws cholesterol into your bloodstream. So you could eat zero meat. You could eat a vegetarian diet, but have a lot of sugar in there, and you'll end up with high cholesterol without ever ingesting cholesterol.
You're killing me, Small. No, because I just went through this thing where I had to leave sugar alone, seriously, because it was affecting my joints and things like that. But this is absolutely amazing. So what do you do? What do you do that kind of helps balance things out?
There's a couple things you do. One of them is supplementation.
Okay.
All right. And I would not just go to a grocery store and get a typical store brand, or the ones that you hear A to Z on the
yes.
You know, I'm not going to say any names.
Okay.
I would go with something that's a pharmaceutical level, that's an FDA drug registered facility, so you know what's in it.
Okay.
And I would go for optimal potency and a really good balance, because that at the cellular level is going to make sure that you've got the right stuff going on. And it's going to make sure that any cholesterol that does come in there, that dangerous LDL, is not so dangerous if it's not oxidized. Think of an antioxidant. Think of a vitamin basically as Rust-Oleum. It's getting rid of the rust in your body. If your cholesterol rusts, you can get cardiovascular disease. If your knees rust, you get arthritis. It's all about oxidation in your body. So use good supplements. That's the first thing I would do.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, more with Dave Delevante, Health Enterprises, because I want to know the secret behind the health. So stay tuned.
I'm Essie Patha-Murgerson, an actor, but I'm also one of nearly 26 million Americans with diabetes. To help reduce the risk of serious health problems, my doctor and I tracked my A1C, which is my average blood sugar, over 2 to 3 months, and we created my personal treatment plan that includes lifestyle changes and medication to help me reach my goals. When you have diabetes, achieving your A1C goal is key. So talk to your doctor and visit bloodsugarbasics.com today.
We are back with Dave Delevante of Delevante Health Enterprises. Dave, when we left, you were talking about some kind of pretty scary stuff for me because, I'm a sugar addict. I know there's a group out there somewhere. So, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But actually, I'm doing a lot better. But for these last few minutes, I want you to talk to us about exercise and water and all the things that we can do to keep everything lubed up, I guess. I don't know what it's called.
I'd say in almost every disease process there is, if you can get the proper hydration in your body, you're at least giving yourself the best ammunition you can, right? And we don't drink enough water. And what you should do is you take your weight. So in my case, let's say I'm 200 pounds. You take your weight, take it in half, that's 100. That's how many ounces of water you should be drinking. So if you're drinking a bottle of water, it'll be about 6 to 7 a day at my weight. If you weigh 300 pounds, it should be 9. Okay, so keep that in mind. Take your weight, divide by 2, that's how many ounces of water. If you hydrate, that's gonna be fantastic. On the exercise side, don't call it exercise. Call it recreation. You know, when we were
works
kids,
for me.
when we were kids, we ran around like crazy outside. I don't know about you. My parents locked me out and just locked the door.
They did.
You
Mine
stay
did
outside
too.
and keep
Go,
running.
Go play,
right?
you know.
And we got our exercise, but we got it by running around, having fun. So
this is
find
true.
something that you love, whether it's tennis or no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to be. You know, what we call them gym rats. You know, and they're pumping iron all the time. If you like doing that, that's wonderful. But if not, just go for a walk. And I tell people the hardest part of that type of exercise is putting your sneakers on. You know, if you're sitting in the living room watching TV, just get your sneakers on and walk away from your house for 15 minutes. And you have to walk back. That makes 30 minutes. Right?
There you
That's
go,
about a
right
2-mile
there.
walk.
That's good, though. Yeah,
it's very, very simple. So you don't have to do things to the extreme. Just do them in balance. Call it recreation. Enjoy yourself. Drink a little bit of extra water. And one more thing on the cholesterol. If you are going to be on a statin drug, like a Zocor or Lipitor, make sure you're taking coenzyme Q10. CoQ10 is depleted massively in your body by those drugs. They don't tell you that. I mean, it's in the fine print on the label. But do make sure that if you're on a statin drug, while you're on that drug, obviously my vote would be to get off that drug. But while you're on that drug, go ahead and make sure you take
So
some
are you going to
coenzyme
at
Q10.
some point tell us the secret, or are you just going to bypass it altogether?
The secret?
The secret of you know, some of the supplements. Are you able to share with us?
Oh, absolutely.
At least, can you say the name of them?
No, absolutely. The ones that I've chosen, it's called USANA Health Sciences.
Okay.
You can go right to my website, learn more about it. I've got a link where you can actually take a health assessment. It'll tell you which products to take. It is amazing. It's an FDA drug registered facility. They guarantee potency for Olympic and elite athletes. They have $1 million guarantee, nothing contaminated. Just fantastic product.
Awesome. That's what I wanted to hear.
That's the secret.
Yes, thank you very much for that. We are going to take another quick break, but when we get back, I've asked Patrick Leonard from the Colmore Boys and Girls Club from Falls Church to come and chat with us and give us a little bit updates on some upcoming events and things about their particular club. Once every so often, I like to do a community update. So we're going to have Patrick come when we come back. Stay tuned.
We'd do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
Hey, welcome back. Patrick Leonard from the Colmore Boys and Girls Club is here with us today. It's in Falls Church, Virginia. And every month we like to spotlight a community nonprofit or organization, bring them in, see what's up. And so welcome, Patrick. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
So, Falls Church, Colmore. First of all, where is that?
Yeah,
is that the area? Or?
Yeah. So that's the little neighborhood that's between Skyline, Bailey's Crossroads area, and Seven Corners. So we serve about 80 kids a day at the Boys and Girls Club. We've been there for about 25 years in that neighborhood. Yeah.
Okay. I love the Boys and Girls Club. I really do. We've got a great one in Manassas, and I know you guys kind of partner up on some things. Hey, Nadia. With a lot of the different events and things, but you're the branch director. So how long have you been there, and what kinds of things are you guys working on over there?
Yeah, so I've been with the movement for about 7 years now.
Oh, wow, okay.
And I've been at the Colmore location now. I was there previously, but now in this capacity for almost a year now. So we're doing a lot of really exciting things with kids. It's an interesting time now working with our youth. But I think one of the most impactful things that we're doing is providing the opportunities and expectations that they deserve the most.
I like that.
I mean, often kids are we're trying to get them to win a race that's been started without them. So that's what we're doing at the clubs.
I like that.
Yeah, from healthy cooking classes and healthy lifestyle stuff to girls empowerment programs. It's really a wide range of activities and programs that we do for the kids.
Now, how much is it, the membership?
Or yeah, so we it's $50 a year, and then that's it for our clubs. So we don't ever turn anyone away for financial reason or at all. So
I love that.
98% of our kids are on free or reduced lunch, and so especially in Fairfax County, a lot of people don't really know that there's these kind of intense pockets like Colmore of intense poverty. So that's why the club is exactly where it is.
Okay. Well, you know what? I do appreciate it. Promise me you'll come back and chat with us again.
I would love to.
I mean, because again, our community is our community, and I just absolutely love the fact that you're giving of your time and hanging out with Nadia. Maybe the two clubs, and we can get together and do some things together.
That would be great.
But thanks again for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All righty then, that's it, and thank you so much for watching the Tina V Show. My hope is that you have an awesome time today. You were able to get some fashion tips and some more health tips and all of those things and ideas. But we just want to thank you for tuning in today. We've had lots of fun. And if you have any questions about the show or you want any information from our guests, please visit our website at www.thetinavshow.com. As always, you never will have what you don't see. Believing is seeing. See you next time on the Tina V Show. Peace.